Hey y'all, my name is Aluel, and this is the Ladies of Sosa Roundtable Men Edition. We'll be talking about a few things today, like dating, relationships, and etc. If y'all don't know, I'm from Madinga Will, America Tin, whoop, whoop, whoop. And here are a few guests that I have with me.
My name is Emmanuel Angui, Dinka BA, and I'm always gonna be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Why was I looking at you?
It's okay. Go
My
ahead.
name is
You're not my type.
Garang.
I prefer white men.
Stop.
Crazy.
Go ahead.
My name is Garang Majuk. I'm a fashion model. I write books. I just dropped Get Into the Gates. Y'all check that out.
Tap in.
Tap in.
My name's Koyam. I go by KK. I'm from Dinka Will, mixed with a little bit of Nuba. I've been in Dallas for about a year now. I work in the logistics industry. I work over at Freightliner. Check out my TikTok, Koyam. Get some free game on getting into the logistics industry.
Bird. Okay, now let's get into the topic. So first off, I want to know, are y'all single? The ladies want to know.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Oh.
Ooh.
I ain't even thinking of that.
He said I'm locked.
Whoa.
He said hell no.
Not
I'm
locked. He
in.
said hell yes.
Yeah.
I just had to say hell back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I thought you was with your white woman.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he date white women. Logistics.
I'm
You single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you are or you're not?
It's
I'm single as hell. Yeah.
Oh, you're single
Yeah.
and you're not. Oh, okay. Well, I want for the ones that are not, but you can answer this as well.
Sure.
So what's your type? Like, let us know. What's your preferences?
I like my women bleach free.
Amen.
Ooh,
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
I like my women cultured.
Okay.
I like my women from where I'm from.
Mm.
When you kiss a woman from our country, your lips match.
Amen.
Your lips match. I've never heard that one. That's
They ain't
great.
chewing on that.
Hey, that's a fact.
Go ahead, get
Oh,
on your
me?
next.
Oh shoot. I guess, I really don't got too much preferences. I'll say I look for more of a person I could talk to, someone that I could vibe with. You gotta be funny. And I don't want to hear TikTok when I talk to you. I don't want to
Oh
hear
my
TikTok,
gosh.
Twitter, none of that. Yeah.
You don't like TikTok references?
Nah, that you get what I'm
Boo.
saying? You don't got a personality.
Boo.
That's
You
cool.
don't got a personality.
Why not?
You get what I'm saying? Your
No,
personality.
I just took a little bit of personality
No.
for somebody else, and now I
No.
made it some of my
No.
personality.
It
Your
ain't true.
personality from
It's
the
a mix.
internet. No.
You got to be you to be
You
beautiful.
got to be a mix.
Wait, hold
But
on.
nobody's original.
What?
Nobody's original. You have taken something from somebody.
But you
have.
got to get something from everywhere. You can't just get it
Exactly. That's what I'm
from.
saying,
You
though.
can't sound like the
If
last
I
person
take
I
a
talked to.
little bit of TikTok and a little bit of me and a little bit
Okay.
of Twitter, that's a new mix.
Okay, why you sound like the last person I talked to?
Ooh.
Why I sound like the last
No,
person?
that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
it's,
Like,
it's called the mirror
if I
effect.
talk to like,
Well, let me tell you something. That means you have a certain type.
no, this
That's
is
what
I'm
it
saying. Like,
is.
I'm talking to a girl. I'm trying to get to know them, and I hear three of the same girl. Like,
That means you have like the same type of person.
that just
You in the
means-
cycle.
that just
of
means
going,
y'all on your
no,
phone too
No,
much.
that means you're going down the same cycle.
man, that's not my fault.
That's
man.
what it is. It means you need to sit down and reevaluate.
Come on.
Hey,
Come
let's
on.
move on to Emmanuel, man.
Go
Emmanuel,
ahead,
See,
Emmanuel.
she already getting me hot, man. Come on, she getting me hot already.
Yeah, y'all both getting each other hot. If y'all don't stop flirting, come on. Anyways,
Whoa.
You funny.
what I like,
Come on.
it is my turn now.
What you
Your
like?
like is mine.
Hey, what
Yeah.
you like?
What do you like?
What's up?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you up.
You like them brown, pretty white teeth?
No.
Body on fleek, beauty
Nah,
unique?
it's not gonna be physical. It's
Yeah,
gonna be.
yeah.
It's always
All
gonna
mental?
be up here.
All
I'm
mental?
crazy, so like I need somebody that's free spirited
That's
and
the
is willing
key.
to have that conversation. Like I'm a type of dude that likes psychedelics and shrooms. So for me, I like to understand our nature and understand our people from what we used to be. So for me, it's gonna be always that conversation. Especially when I find a Sudanese woman that has open minded enough to have that. Oh, it's over. Ain't none of these women getting that conversation.
Interesting.
But most of the time, you're never gonna find that kind of Sudanese woman. I've had two where I've had these kind of conversations with. They were open minded enough to try it, and it was fun. But then we understood that we shouldn't be for each other. That's what you gotta understand.
That's the
sometimes.
reality of life.
You can't push something that's not supposed to be necessary. So for me, free spirited, tall. You can be short sometimes if you from Sudan. If you from any other culture, you can't.
What's
be
your height requirement? Minimum height.
short.
Minimum height. Come on.
5'7", so that's my mom's height in a
Okay.
bun.
That's like the
minimum.
average.
So she
Sudanese
5'6" and a
woman.
half. It's a no go.
it's a no.
No,
You
'Cause
pull out the tape
he's
measure.
He's not even 6.5.
I'm 6'2".
Okay. Let's,
Yeah, I believe
I'm
him.
literally wearing
believe
slides
I
right
believe
now.
him.
Like, I'm
He-
not no
he's
fake
6 plus
6'2".
tax.
I believe him.
I love lying to other men and being like, yeah, I'm 5'11".
Mm.
I'm 5'11". Nah, they're like, you're 6'4". No, I'm 5'11", man. You're lying to yourself.
Nigga, on your license, it probably says you 5'11", 175.
5'11",
175.
Shit.
That's crazy.
I wish I was 175 in 7th grade.
7th grade?
Bro, 7th grade, I was 175.
Y'all get off my back, man. Y'all get off my back,
Hey, once you cross the twos, you're a big boy now.
Well,
Man.
you know, most of these men don't even actually be like, they be underweight. So I wouldn't. I'm not surprised.
Hey, over here at this table, there's only one underweight.
No, we do not body shame people here.
I'm not body shaming. That's not body shaming if they say that.
Are you over 2 if you're not in?
That's how we're built. We're built long and lanky.
That is a lie. Have you seen my family?
No.
Tall, strong, built, steady.
But the average Sudanese. Let's talk about the average Sudanese.
Okay, so I say that's the average perception of Sudanese because I'm gonna say I've seen a lot of chunky, beautiful BBW Sudanese women that do their thing, and that's a part of our community. But it's such a strange thing where all the perception.
Maybe let me say it depends on the tribe.
It's the diet.
But even within the tribe, there's different people and different backgrounds. Like my family, I'm the shortest boy out of all my brothers.
Same.
But my mama 5'5", my dad 5'9", my grandpa's a 7-footer.
Hey.
I got cousins that are 6'9", 7 foot, and whenever time I dab them up, I feel like a child.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not. That's the topic that men need to talk about. We be
men's conversation.
You be up in that conversation.
Facts.
Like, bro, if you 6'2",
I'm 6'2", and I'm still too short.
Yeah, you're too short.
I'm too short.
And they discriminate against us. Hey, they say we don't like them. We like light skins. They like tall guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
To the rest of the world, you catch me in China, I'm a giant.
Yeah.
I am a giant.
I don't
They
even
call
know.
me tall here in America.
In America, I'm a giant.
I'm telling you.
But to my people, I'm short.
Okay. I wanted to know your your non-negotiables when it comes to dating. Your non-negotiables.
You can't be homophobic. Like I don't mess with homophobia at all. Like you really can't. Like, I don't. Even though our generations have it before, but at the end of the day, it ends with me. It ends with our generation.
Okay.
And that's a conversation we really need to have.
Okay, me. If you have problems with your parents, don't bring that to me. So that's one of them. I could help you out, but shoot, I'm not here to fix you. You know what I'm saying? So if you got problems with your parents, I don't know how that far it's gonna go.
On both of your cases, I kind of agree, but also more the facts that if you don't got yourself, if you ain't got your vision, your goal, you don't know what you're doing, there's no purpose behind you. The older we get, we don't waste more time. You either date with intention or you stay single. And if you ain't got the intention, me and you talking, we dating, we don't go forward, why are we wasting our time?
That's
2-3 years gonna run past us, and what we do? Nothing. Might have caught a few trips here and there, but that's about it. You don't know nothing about my family. You don't know nothing about my background, where I come from. You don't know nothing about my intentions with you. You don't know nothing about our visions and our goals, our dreams, our aspirations. None of that. Why are you wasting our time? If we want to be just friends with benefits, we could be friends with benefits. If we want to talk about marriage and relationship, I ain't going to call you a girlfriend if I intend to make you a wife.
Damn.
I think that's how it should be, though. You should not call your girlfriend if you not tend to be a wife. But
also on the
that's not the reality.
On the reality of it, y'all was saying some things earlier, and I made a comment, and y'all said, back then, there used to be a lot more weddings.
Now,
today, in this day, I blame the feminists. I blame women, not even women. I blame the world and society we live in, because it's more the fact that what marriage used to be and the core principles, this thing that everyone is looking for called happiness, was never part of it.
That's a fact.
When you make your vows, where in your vows do you vow to be happiness?
That don't make sense.
Where do you vow to be happy? That's not a vow.
That's not a vow.
A vow is to love, to honor, for sick and in health, and rich and in poor, till death do you part. Nowhere to say, I'm not happy. Just because you feel not happy. Feelings are subliminal things that are more on your emotions. Emotions are not the truth. You know, something's factual, something's not. If he's showing up every day, taking care of you, making sure the house paid for, and everything else is taken care of, you might not think he loves you, but he's breaking his back to make sure that shows you that he's right there.
Right.
But you don't feel happy because he's not showing you enough attention. Maybe all his energy is going towards everything else to sustain the life that you live.
Aren't you slightly projecting with that? Because like the real conversation here is like, do our Sudanese women have more ability to choose their partners now? Do they have more options? Are they able to be themselves finally? Because like, let's be honest with ourselves.
I could keep it as real as I can, and I don't want to insult anybody. End of the day, They could have all these options and everything else, but us men, we are in control of marriage.
That's a fact.
Simple
That's a fact.
It is
So
fact.
you
Because
can
God,
move
it
how you
did
want
say-
to move.
That's a
You can
fact.
jump how you want to
The
jump.
man goes
You
and
can
finds
go
us.
around in circles.
Yeah.
At the
That's
end of the
why-
day, if I don't put my knee down or if I don't propose and go to your family and take care of the rituals I need to take care of, ain't nothing happening.
You're speaking facts. But
I am in control of marriage. If you want to get married as a woman, find a man that's in control and you line up with his plan. Sorry to say.
you spitting like
Yeah.
you
If you
spitting
don't
facts.
fit within his plan and his vision, you ain't gonna get married to this man. He ain't gonna
Yeah.
marry you.
But are you just saying that like we're getting married less? Is it
We're
because-
getting married less because people are fighting over something called happiness, where people need to find on togetherness and building a family, building a legacy.
So are you saying that initially for us to see more marriages,
People need to put their pride to the side.
put their pride and happiness to the side?
Not even pride and happiness, just put their pride to the side because your pride is going to hold you to your emotions. Some things you don't need to be getting mad over about. Some things you don't have to hold such strong feelings against.
Like what? Yeah, can you go into depth for that?
Quick example. The biggest thing that all these women going to clap their hands for, they say Sudanese men are not as romantic as other men. Tell me I'm wrong. They say, I want flowers, I want this, I want that. Yes, we could do all that for you, and we do it. But sometimes it gets repetitive for us. Sometimes we get tired of it. I'm sorry, I got 2 little brothers, my dad, and a few other family members I've been putting through school and taking care of for the last 15 years.
But you know when you
didn't you
have a
just say-
family, like your family is your number one priority. And at the end of the day, if you have a wife, happy life. And if
Yeah.
your wife wants flowers
Yeah.
and candy and whatever she wants, should you not be doing that?
Yo, both of y'all are in the old school toxic version of what marriage is, because that's a crazy concept you just said. Happy wife, happy life, and you
cry on a bus. You choose.
You just said the same thing where you like emotions over anything, your emotions,
Listen,
right? Look at what you
cry
just
in a
said.
Bentley, or you could cry on a bus.
I
You choose.
understand.
Simple as that.
But y'all's conception or the ideal of like a perfect marriage,
Marriage
how-
is perfect.
it's never been perfect. But like y'all acting like as if your person's feelings and emotions and like emotional vulnerability doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. It's valid, but also people need to understand to swallow their
Wait.
pride because we do things that we don't like for the other person because they like it.
Get
But
close to the mic.
why is it always one side giving and never the other side? And that's the biggest problem.
And you're coming from a male's
I'm
perspective.
from a male's perspective. Majority of women in this world today are asking more and demanding more
Can I express?
than men are not giving. And
Can I
men are not
express?
putting their foot
Can I
forward,
express
but
something
women-
that's going to deal with both
Go
of that?
ahead, do it.
The conversation here is males believe that like they should always sacrifice when it comes to their women, and that's what
We
their ideal
sacrifice
is.
for everybody, not just our women.
Wait,
Yes,
let him
yes,
finish.
Let's listen. We believe that we should always sacrifice, but we've never had the idea of wait, maybe my emotions are facts, and I should take care of myself. Because sometimes it's okay to be fucking selfish, dog. Like you just told yourself, you're giving yourself an excuse and an out to be like, I gotta take care of my parents, I
No.
gotta take care of my people
Oh, no.
because it is on my chest.
It's-
That's you sound like you're complaining.
But it's not a
The
complaint.
same way that
It's
women
more,
will
it's more of a
listen,
reality.
Listen, my brother, listen. The same
Go
way
ahead.
that women will do the same thing where they say, my man is not emotional enough. But I need a provider, a man that does everything, puts that on his back. A man that does that does not have an emotional understanding because he has to put that shit down and rub it down on his
course.
chest. Both of y'all coming from the same perspective, but you're seeing the negatives of what being a part of
I hear
being
you.
a patriarchal society. Now think about that for a second.
Hold on.
Go ahead, girl.
So when y'all talking about love,
We don't care for love.
Oh,
Continue.
That's a
As of,
problem.
hey, listen, I'll put my feet down right now and I'll stand 10 toes down.
Hold on.
Give me respect before you give me love. I don't
You
care
will
for love.
forever be
Hold on.
unhappy.
Yeah.
No.
And you will forever be
Give me
sad.
respect
Okay.
before you give me
You
love.
will die with a
Don't
boulder
love
in
me
your
and
chest.
disrespect me. You could like
Why
me
can't
and-
you have
and
both?
respect me.
Okay,
Why do you
hold
feel
on.
like they can't coincide?
Give
Go
me
ahead.
love.
have you-
Give
have-
me respect before love.
Is this from what you've seen or
This is just from life.
okay? So this is your opinion.
My opinion on life.
Hey, brother. this-
People can say they love you and people can hurt you.
No, most
But if they
definitely.
respect you, they'll never hurt you.
Oh,
No,
so you've
that's
been
not.
hurt
That's
before.
crazy.
So
Nah.
you
that's the
so you
truth.
so you've
No.
been
You
hurt.
respect me.
No,
You
that's a
don't
lie.
respect me.
You sound like the OGs that be talking that crap that they don't fucking know.
I ain't a young
The
buck like
old-
you. I'm a little
yeah,
older.
yeah, you
Yeah.
older, and that's a prime
I
example.
ain't that young.
That's a prime example why we in a negative right now. We ain't getting better.
It's not
like
that prime example.
because like let's have the real conversation here. If you have a daughter that's doing her stuff and getting in her bag, but you have a son that's out here being a fuck up, that's the same conversation you're having, but you're putting more pressure on your daughter. That's the same conversation because she respects you. She will not go out here to all these Sudanese men. I will choose who she needs to be with. Bam, because she respects me. She will not disrespect me. Like, come on, think about that for a second. That's a weird
I'm
concept.
not speaking upon my children and I relationship. I'm speaking on a partner relationship.
But do your
and
children
partner,
love
the
you?
person you choose, love can come after respect.
What?
Love can come after respect.
Love comes after respect. Because here's the thing:
So
if you don't
first.
respect me and the principles that I stand on, my code, my the way I carry myself in life, right? If you don't respect that, how could you love me?
Okay, so how you approach them?
here's the thing:
I'm asking you.
you have to first love
respect
somebody.
The principles that I carry myself, my moral code. As a man, every man got a code. If you don't got a code as a man, I don't know how to look at you.
I definitely agree with that.
Why are you getting married to somebody who didn't know your code in the first place?
But how do they know your code without you laying your code down? And once you lay your code down, either those people are going to show you their true colors and disrespect your code, or they're going to fall in line with your code.
So yes, South Sudanese men. Now we know, you guys
Cheers, though.
hear.
Respect, brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys hear the conversation about South Sudanese men saying how South Sudanese women have a hate train towards them. So how do you guys feel about that?
South Sudanese men have a hate train?
No, the South Sudanese men complain about how South Sudanese women have a hate train towards them.
Oh, that's just.
Oh yeah.
So have you guys dated South Sudanese women or outside of the culture?
Both.
Both?
Both of them. Both of them.
Both?
So what about you?
He just said he wanted to go first.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Listen,
Listen, how
don't listen to instructions. He's not.
I thought he was going to go first, but she looked right at
look,
me.
so what I do is
So
what I do is I go around and get the
respect.
answers,
It's about
and then
respect.
you go in and
Emmanuel,
elaborate.
she said
That's
so.
why.
Have you
about
guys dated
respect.
outside the culture?
Go ahead.
Looking right at me.
No, it's
Go.
about respect.
Let's
for
go.
sure.
Go ahead, get on.
All right. Yeah. No,
I
you
would,
good.
man.
Nah, you good. Just don't do it again.
Get on!
But yeah, you good. You good. I'm telling you. So I've tried to date South Sudanese women, but I guess I didn't really love myself. You get what I'm saying? Enough to date South Sudanese women. And I feel like you can't really date somebody unless you love yourself first. You get what I'm saying?
Expand on that.
So I just mean like my skin tone, right?
What didn't you like about it?
Growing up in America, you get what I'm saying? We caught in an interesting period, right? Growing up, people was like, we was this and that, and now we models, and it's like, that's kind of interesting. So when I looked at my own self, it's like I ain't never viewed myself in that way, So it's hard to view women that way. It was hard to view someone that looked like me that way. So I didn't really date South Sudanese women. Recently, I dated someone that was Nigerian. And just doing that, it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. It was actually like, she was good. So, but it just got to the point where our cultures were mixing, right? I'd understand her culture, but it's hard to explain ours. Like it's not. A lot of cultures really don't understand how we operate. We operate in a different light. Like we don't operate the same way other cultures operate. So I caught myself in like, a battle. Am I gonna continue to fight this way for the rest of my life, or am I gonna get somebody that can understand me? You get what I'm saying?
Bars.
So yeah, I haven't dated any South Sudanese women, but as I began to love myself, I'm like, yo, like y'all actually beautiful. You get what I'm saying? But that's when I get into loving myself. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah,
But that's real. I'm glad that you said that because not a lot of men will actually say that, hey, like they had an issue with their skin tone that they didn't know and were projecting.
It's because they hiding,
Yeah.
They really hiding, and that's a fact. Y'all remember, you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got trauma.
You could go on TikTok live today, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna see 15 comments that say 11:59, 11:59, midnight.
Black,
you know what I'm saying?
black.
But it's like we so confident in ourselves now. It's just like, y'all.
Now, but the truth of it is, like, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, most of us our inner child is the one that like
That was
chooses.
yeah.
That is like the one we have to heal to be able to
Exactly.
get with the partner that we need.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, you're dating the person, but you're also dating who they are inside.
Exactly.
And like all of us have that trauma in the United States. It doesn't matter who
Exactly.
you are. If you're Sudanese, you got
have
cooked.
that trauma.
Yep.
Bad, very bad.
Boy, you look like
You know?
Come on. When you hear "damn boy,"
Yeah.
and then you heard that,
Yeah.
you be in the store chilling. I'm just
And the
buying
thing
some
is-
groceries.
Exactly. And us being men, right?
Goddamn.
Us being Sudanese men, you know, a lot of people expect us. I guess the Sudanese women, they expect us to be that figure, right? But it's easy for them to date outside the culture because they already have that confidence.
No, we don't.
I'm gonna
No,
fight
it's
that.
No, I'm gonna be the advocate. We didn't have confidence, and I say
No, not y'all.
The other folks?
men, the other men.
Oh, okay.
The men have the confidence enough to come to y'all, and, you know, because they're confident in themselves. But us, you know, we walking into that.
Talk that talk.
You get what I'm saying? And
Okay,
in
I
any
see what you're
relationship, if the man is not leading, bruh, it's a sinking ship. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what you talk about. You know, the man is supposed to be the head, the women, you get what I'm saying, support. And that's just how we are. You get what I'm saying? God created Adam and Eve, you know.
I'm a flashback
So
on
it's
that.
literally like, oh yeah, for sure. But, you know, I feel like men, hey, come on, chill.
Yeah, man,
chill.
I respect,
We're not into
man.
that right now. But yeah, so like men,
I didn't want that to go on the mic.
yeah. You get what I'm saying? Men, we reflect just that respect. You get what I'm saying? We carry a presence about ourselves that could demand respect. Just lead. You get what I'm saying? We got masculine tendencies, and women got that nurturing side. If you get what I'm saying? And when that partnership happens, you know, it's like it's complete. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you know, I feel like that was intentional. You know, and I feel like we got away from that, and that's why, you know, women are easily going to other cultures because they find men that are able to lead.
They have
Our men don't
confidence.
even know how to lead yet. You get what I'm saying? So that's probably why y'all
drop the mic.
you get
Talk,
what I'm saying?
talk that talk.
Drop the mic.
Look at you.
Just
Hey,
how do y'all respond to that?
he a model with a brain. Talk
Come
that
on,
talk.
man.
Come on.
Come
Well,
on.
you can
Ain't nobody
respond
gonna
to it
disrespect
very
my dog,
simply.
though.
No,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Goering had some very good points,
Well,
and like you said, you can't love nobody till you love yourself. That's the truth.
Exactly. That's a fact.
So you can't accept people that look like you until you accept you looking like you.
Exactly.
Everybody's
Everybody
upbringing is a little
said it.
different. Me, I've never had the issue within my own skin.
mhm.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Utah,
Oh, that's-
predominantly white environment.
Okay.
Yeah, Hawajis
how old
don't
are
do
you?
that.
I'm 30,
30. Okay.
so I've been here since the late '90s, and it's been more of I experienced racism on the other spectrum of it, where
Was it hard?
white ladies walk up to you with their little kids talking about my son thinks you're in the NBA type of talk, like
Me too.
Mhm.
so.
At church.
we-
Like, bro, I seen you yesterday on TV.
Yep.
Like, bro,
Like, so
like, yo,
Oh my gosh.
can I touch your hair type of talks, like
bro,
all
yeah,
that, so
touching your face.
everything. So
Come
we
on,
we
bro.
experienced it, but
Come on, like.
so growing up as a kid, like my mother, I give her all my respect because I'm the youngest of 5.
Mm.
Got 3 older brothers, 1 older sister, and from the get, I knew I was a bad B.
Whoa.
Because she affirmed you.
Oh yeah, no,
right?
yeah. Talk your
Yeah,
shit.
I knew I was a handsome little boy, no matter what color I look like in the eyes of everybody else.
Amen.
I knew.
How'd you know that?
Oh, I just knew.
Okay.
Talk your talk.
Simple as that. I just knew. Being
Makes
the
sense.
youngest, all my older brothers going through puberty way before me and how they moved.
Yeah.
Me taking notes like, hey,
Oh.
this how you crease your pants. This how you talk to girls.
Oh, so you smooth.
Oh, my first girlfriend, I was like 9 years old. I asked my brother, how do I talk to girls?
What does that have to do with you being?
Being the
'cause
youngest.
Are you being the youngest? Because were you the oldest?
I'm the youngest guy too.
You're the youngest, so you
Yes,
didn't
I
have
two older
OGs.
brothers.
So
I have 2 older brothers, but it was a different dynamic.
So
man.
my
It
older
is.
brothers was doing their thing back then. I give them
Yeah.
all my respect, but
Yeah.
they didn't put me on game. My dad back home, I ain't seen my dad in X amount of years. So all I had was my older brothers. Then I have an uncle, which I treat like my brother, who was like the guideline, who put us in check. And with him, 04, he got married. Got his wife, paid dowry, everything else. His wife's from Canada. Went up there for the wedding, came back down. But he always guided us as letting us know as men, these are your responsibilities, these are your codes, these are your morals. So no matter what, you have to do your role as a man.
So when'd you find your woman?
Been dating 3 years,
3 years?
but I've dated Sudanese girls since as soon as I was able to travel on my own, since I turned 18.
Yeah.
Every chance we got, you could
Where
go.
she grew up in America?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's more the fact that like you got to find someone who kind of views life the way you view it.
Yeah.
You got to find someone who has the same morals as you,
Makes sense.
because your morals are going to be that's your foundation.
So
Do you have trauma from like dating outside of like the Sudanese community? Because you said you dating outside.
I've dated outside.
Yeah.
And
so what was that like? What was that
What's
experience like?
and who?
the biggest thing that I had issues with dating outside the community is realizing I made my mother a promise at the age of like 10 or 11. I said, Mom, my kid's going to look like me. Simple as that. 8? Like when I was 10 or 11 years old, I made my mom a promise. I said, my kid's going to look like me. When you see my kids, ain't going to be no DNA test. You going to know they black just like me.
Why you say that?
Why I say that? Because in our culture, especially having my mother's a little bit older now, I got nieces and nephews. She has her own grandkids. The main reason I said so is watching my mother raise us, where women come into the culture, especially from where I'm from, women come into the culture, they take on the husband side of the family and appreciate that with so much respect and love. Where my dad, my oldest brother passed away as a baby. My dad stopped naming after him. It was my mother's duty to name all of us after my dad's side of the family. She had to learn our lineage, had to learn which relatives and what names to pull out. I'm the oldest Koyam alive in my bloodline. I got 3 little cousins, all with my name. But I'm the oldest one alive. Before me was my great-grandfather. No one named after that. So my mother, she did her role where she pulled and understood my family side, my dad's side of the family, and brought that out and helped my dad with naming his children.
I see you connected. You connected to your roots.
So you have to be connected because if you don't know where you started, you don't know where you're going.
So
Hey, that's a bar.
Yeah.
If you really,
Yeah.
if you
That's
don't
a
know
bar.
where you started,
You don't know where you're going.
how do you get to the next step?
How?
Because
A tree with
like
no
some of y'all were
roots.
saying, you don't want to name Dang because that's a relative on the other side, and that's one of the roles of dowry. Dowry, you get the name rights and the lineage rights of the children as a man.
I ain't naming no kid Dang.
But it's not even Dang. There's other names.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Where
hear
I
too
can
many
sit here,
Dangs, bro.
I can say the day I get married and I have children, my first son is gonna be named Malo. Malo is my oldest brother who passed away of cancer at 2 years old.
Respect.
I don't care how you feel. If I'm paying dowry for you, I'm paying homage to my lost ones.
Well,
Do you know?
dang.
Do you know why they?
That's my
do you-
father's name,
Do you
so
know
I
why they
respect
pay
the name.
dowry?
Ain't I carrying?
Dowry is more for the respect. Dowry is meant for more the respect to the family of a woman. What you're taking away from that family.
See,
I'm taking
that's
away
game.
a caregiver.
Y'all
I'm taking
listen.
away someone who's here helping
That's
out
game.
and teaching and caring for this
That's a
household.
fact.
So
That's
if
a
I'm going to
fact.
take all this away from this household and bring it to
Look.
mine, I have to pay my respects.
And one of them said they're gonna give that up.
Yes.
Somebody
but
said
me,
they don't even want to do
I
that.
said that.
Listen, you can give that up, but you got to find the man for you. For me, the woman that I'm gonna marry, she gonna understand that there's certain rules to our culture that I got to keep living on because I'm never gonna let my lineage and my bloodline die.
But I have a question. So why can't you have a mixture of both? So
You
because
can't.
I
You can
know
give
no
them the
way.
middle-
No.
You can give them whatever
I have,
middle name
I have,
you want.
No, I have a
But
question.
the first name's gonna stand.
But why?
Mm.
Because the thing is, the only thing is, I said is, if you come to, if I marry South Sudanese, and your name is a name, your lineage names are names I don't like, I'm sorry, we're not getting the name. But you can still get the caregiver.
And
You
then
can still get
pay,
all that.
Just pay your dowry
And-
for that nigga and call it a day.
But that doesn't even make sense. That one aspect,
Listen,
meaning
that
why
aspect's a
can't,
big aspect because when you say your name
you
right now,
already
hey,
get the
listen,
last name.
listen, when you say your name right now, when I say my name is Karyam, son of Akwe, who's son of Karyam, who's son of Ronite, who's son of Akud, who's son of Wolu, who's son of Naru, son of Karyam. That is my lineage. That's
Yup.
my name. Your
Yup.
name is what represents you.
You hear how you wait. I have a
Exactly.
question. Do you hear how you're only saying son of, son of? My kids will still be son of, son of, son of. So why does it matter?
It does matter because
Damn.
it goes to the father. Are they carrying your last name or are
They're
they carrying
carrying his last name.
So his last name coincides with his first names in his household.
No, it doesn't have to. That is that. No, because
You can disagree with it,
you
and
can
that
disagree.
is
But I'm
okay.
just. It's, I'm yeah.
I see your point.
Yeah.
But you got to see it from the other side of it. I grew up a little different. I am very traditional with certain aspects of my life.
Yeah. I'm just saying
And
he
certain
can.
outbreaks that I want. in this
That's the
lifestyle.
only thing with me
I
personally.
get what you're saying, kinda. You know,
Right.
because today people like pet names. You get what I'm saying? People be
I
having
don't want
pet
no
names
son
for their
named
kids.
Alex.
But- oh,
Wait, hey, hold up, disrespectful.
Wait.
You're being disrespectful now.
Yes.
Hey, hold up. Now he's talking about Alex. My name is Emmanuel.
Did I say Emmanuel?
no,
Did I say
no,
Alex?
no. That was
Alright,
an A.
you
You
said
said that was a
Emmanuel's
shot.
Wait. So
But I will say,
I have a
Bible
question.
No,
I have a question.
let me talk.
Where's your
Hey.
name? Where's your name from?
Because she's spitting facts. Because like, let me be honest with you, our traditions have led us to a point where now we're not where we need to be. We're at a country that is basically being at the foothold of two different nations, Russia or the United States, right? If our male dominated, you go back to your peoples. Now let us.
That's
what if
where
we
I
allow?
started. I got to know where I'm going.
You got to know. That's where you started. You got to know where you're going. But what we started, we still repeat the same things. We still repeat the same habits. We still repeat the same conversations because we don't allow our women to ever speak up or be on their place that they need to be, on the pedestal that we've had. Our ancestors are so fucked up because we forgot our matriarchs and who they were supposed to be.
Who are they?
And who they're
Did
supposed
you not
to be.
hear when I started? I said my mother named all of us.
Yes, your mother did, but she
Yeah,
still
but you
named it
also
through
said
the
your
traditions
mother
of your
named
father.
From
because
my
your
father's
dad,
side.
but
From your
If it
father's
was my
traditions.
father's side, our names would have been all different things.
Yes, exactly.
At least
We both-
she went in and had the
we
choice
both
to choose
align from
how
a
she
different
wanted.
perspective because Sudan needs to evolve and it needs to take what is necessary from our old folks.
so I have a
So,
question for
what
y'all.
do we get rid of, and what do we keep? That's the real question.
I
That
think
us sitting here all together is we have to sit here and decide what aspects of our culture do we keep, and
That's-
what aspects
we'll be
do we
sitting
get
here
rid of.
forever.
Obvious repression of our
We'll be
women.
sitting here forever.
Like, let's have the real conversations of like, why do you need to pay $250,000 for one woman who can kind of cook? No disrespect. That's crazy. Because
my
even the
gosh.
idea of
Oh my
cooking
gosh.
being something that's
Oh my
valuable,
gosh.
Listen,
it's
Hey, that's
insane.
insane that they don't want to cook today.
Emmanuel, could I?
niggas talking about the cooking.
Hey, no, hold on. Let me tell you.
Wait a second.
Hey, they don't understand how simple it is. You get
Do you
what I'm
know how to
saying?
cook?
No. Look, let me just.
I know how to cook.
Let me just. Hey, look, pause.
That wasn't
In the
even part of
conversation.
this.
Hey,
Pause,
I will
pause,
sit here.
pause.
Pause.
That could be a co-ed conversation.
Pause.
I know how to cook.
Okay,
Real
wait, look,
quick,
co-ed
real quick.
I know how to
conversation.
cook. I'm gonna eat. no
Look,
matter
wait,
what.
I have a question for y'all since we're
How
talking
do you
about
end up being
aspect
a
of culture.
feminist?
What happens whenever?
Okay, let's.
Well, what's
let's
the
hear it,
question?
let's hear it,
What
let's hear
happens
it.
whenever if you say, you know, the person God has for you is not South Sudanese,
Okay, let me
and
show
she
you.
does not want to.
Oh,
let
she
me show
doesn't
you,
want
let me
to name those names. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
I've thought that
that's for you.
multiple
That's for
times.
you.
I've thought that
I could answer it on two ways, right? My oldest brother married a non-South Sudanese.
Mhm.
My oldest nephew's name, his name is Nor Josiah, his Christian name. That's what she wanted. Nor Josiah Denga Quincoyam. That's his full name. Then it continues on if he wants to follow on. But at the end of the day, we're saying
So she got the middle name, basically.
it's more of negotiations. I'm not going to say his name has to be, but his first name has to be something that represents my lineage.
Do you not find that
His middle name?
Yes.
His middle name could be the name of your choice. I'm not holding every single name of that child because you gave birth. You carried this child into this world.
Amen.
You carried that seed, and I can't sit here and tell you because you carried the seed, you can't have a say. I'm saying you just can't have the first name.
Wow. Okay.
Let me
Whatever name you want,
Just not the first.
It will be his middle name. You can
Just
call
not
his
the
middle name
first.
his whole life. I don't care.
Do you find it
But his
ironic?
first name on all documentation is
Must
gonna,
be
it's gonna
the
make
name
sure,
that you want.
It's gonna make sure that it aligns with my family lineage.
I got a
My
question. I
brother.
got a question.
Yeah.
So we, man, okay. See, what I'm hearing, it sounds like a classroom. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause in reality, you know, we born in a different time. You get what I'm saying?
I was
like,
born in Khartoum, man, in the city.
Oh, you
I was
see,
born in Khartoum too, brother.
See, I was born
In Riyadh, in the city.
Okay,
I was a hot boy in
but
the
do you
sand,
get what
man.
I'm saying? We in America, right? Look. Hey, look. We in America, right? So there's a lot of things that we do that our parents didn't do.
Of
you
course.
Get what I'm saying? So I get the name thing, but is that really a deal breaker for you? I know you're in a relationship already, but
Hell yeah.
That's a deal breaker for real?
No question.
Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
Okay, so I already asked you guys about your non-negotiables, and you guys kind of stated on what you want in a woman, or if you are in a relationship, what your woman is. Now, have any of your preferences before or now, have you guys ever thought back? I think kind of good on kind of touched on it. I mean, when he was talking about how he didn't love himself, but colorism.
I used to strictly date white women.
Wow, okay. Get into that.
Worst decision I ever made in my life for the first 5 minutes of that. Like, cause like the first woman to ever find me attractive and be like, "Hey, yo, I rock with you heavy." Was a white girl. She was 6 foot, emo, rah, all that. she liked the black. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the energy. I reciprocated.
Yeah.
We were rocking with
Black.
it. She did.
yeah.
Doc Martens and all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the hood. She picking me up. We going to her family's house. Manchan. I said, I have made money. Big Juba. They will pay for my dowry. Like, that's what I was thinking. But as the more you have these conversations, the more slick shit that you hear him say, the more you one of the good ones kind of conversations.
Yeah.
It hits you. And
That
then
might
you start
the macro
And your
microaggressions.
principles are being,
shifted.
of course.
Then I went to black. You know, the first black woman to like express her
Black
her
as
love.
in African American.
African American.
Okay.
Was the first woman to ever like give me the ideal of how beautiful I was as a black man, or even the idea that your women are beautiful, but you can be beautiful, nigga. Like you can be a bad bitch, like my brother was talking about earlier. She came up to me.
Not a
She
good
went to
one.
HBCU, and she was like talking to me about like specific topics. She was older, right? I was 18. She probably was like 22 ish, but she was telling me, and she got me right.
She
Light
affirmed
skin,
you.
everything. And she made me appreciate how beautiful we were as a people. And then it evolved until I got to the top, which is the most melanated, most beautiful women on the fucking planet. The Sudanese woman.
It is.
So you see the evolution of what God gives you. God makes you humble. Then he treats
Let
you
them know.
to understanding yourself as you go forward. That's what happened to me. That's my experience. That's all I'm going to say.
But you were able to self-reflect and understand that. That's good. So.
Self-reflect, yeah. We all got to self-reflect.
But the reality
if your media is giving you the same perception of how ugly dark skin is. Like if you go to Rick Ross music video and the first thing is a dark skinned woman telling a dark skinned man he ain't never gonna be, and then it's a light skinned or a white woman telling him you're gonna be everything, you're my everything. And we think fetishization is an appreciation, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah,
it's enslavement.
It's not.
So my bad. That topic.
What was your question?
That's good.
Hey, what was your question? I forgot. They said some great things.
The preferences. Have any of your preferences been rooted in colorism or racism in the past?
I only, like I said,
I
made my mother a promise.
Oh yeah, you only.
I got you.
He said,
I've been pro Janu Sudan.
He been here.
Y'all just
I've been pro. Every shade, size, color, anything y'all come in, big foot, little foot. I've been pro South Sudanese women.
Amen.
But
so wait, let me bring another question. Do you guys speak to your friends and your homies about these conversations? Is because I just want to know.
I speak to my friends. I speak to my little brothers. Like I got little brothers back home in Wood. My little brother said he wanted to marry a Hubbish girl. I said no.
No.
I told him no.
Why not?
But he wanted to he wanted to get at her just because she's light skinned, or just because. I said no. Okay.
I said, Lord, go to your
Okay.
I said, go find a woman from where you're from. Find a woman from your roots.
Yeah.
Find a woman that shares the same soils that you came from. You know, I can preach and say my skin dark like oil. That's for oilty, but.
Amen. That's a bar.
But it's more the fact that we really have to be real with ourselves. Like, selectiveness is kind of key. And whether we like it or not, we have to choose and select people that resonate with us. We are meant for each other. Our hands match. Our lips match. Our bodies connect. Our skin tones match. Like, it's more of the fact that I think that we are meant for each other, because if we was not, we'd not have the nation that we have. And for our nation to grow, we have to be a little selective and staying with each other to continue on.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
So I am pro South Sudan for South Sudan, no matter what ethnic group you belong to.
Okay.
I'm pro South Sudanese for South Sudanese, pro Sudanese for South Sudanese. We are all still one people.
I definitely touch on the point you said, because for our nation to grow, right? Because we already know like how our nation is suffering.
How did we get here?
And not only that, our future generation, like
literally,
they're gonna be mixed, and that's no problem. Not saying that like it's a problem if you date outside of the race. But for all of us to just wipe away and not be no South Sudanese and South Sudanese is pretty crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the women. It's the women. It's on the women.
We have to step up.
It's the men.
I think it's on the women.
Let me tell you why it's a man. Because biblically, it's a man that goes. It's a man that goes.
That's the reason we're not getting married.
It's a man that goes and finds. Right?
But listen. If a Sudanese woman, right, checked off all the boxes, right.
And the man doesn't.
No man wouldn't complain. You get what I'm saying?
But it's a man checking off all the boxes in the same correspondence.
You're right, but we look. Y'all right. But y'all gotta understand, as a woman, you gotta be a wife before we pick y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing. If y'all ain't no wife, I'm not waiting for you to become a wife, because I'm looking for a wife.
Facts.
So if I have to wait,
I'm not gonna give you husband characteristics.
If I have to wait and be patient for you to be a wife, then. But the thing is, with guys, y'all want us to be billionaires before y'all talk to us.
Wait, let's get back to what you just said. Wait, hold on.
Let me get on this.
Go ahead.
Okay, look. Because, like, as a guy, I get, like, y'all women, y'all have to take a chance on us, kind of. You get what I'm saying? Some of us might not. We might have the vision, you get what I'm saying? But we don't have the wheels rolling yet. But women, y'all really don't have to do much. Y'all don't really have to have the job y'all think y'all have to have. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't really have to have the finances y'all think y'all got to have. Y'all just got to be able to throw down a little bit. Y'all just got to be able to, listen to a couple conversations. You get what I'm saying? Just chill, and that's it. You a wife. But I feel like y'all overcomplicate it, right?
Does that not feel hypocritical? Coming from like an industry where like the women are the breadwinners?
What?
Which industry?
Like modeling, women get paid more than men. Like it's an insane industry that you're in. Like it's a crazy concept.
What do you mean? What do you mean insane prices? Like what price?
Like what the truth of it is like a Sudanese woman is a higher price.
When you look at the industry too, though, right? Mm-hmm. Why are they getting paid more? You get what I'm saying? Who are they modeling for? You get what I'm saying? So they're not even modeling for their own people, right? They're modeling for the hood. You get what I'm saying?
But aren't you doing the same thing?
No, but at the same time, it's like
now that modeling topic is a whole other topic.
Yeah, it is.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
What he's saying,
coming from a person who's,
I think what Garen was trying to say is
he's basically
it's
saying,
more on the women because women feel like they have to be at a certain place in life to get married, compared to a man can come marry you wherever it is that
you're at. But they have to be. They have a biological clock. Think about the conversation.
We're not saying the biological clock. We're stating the fact that a woman feels like she has.
They talking about financially, like job, occupation wise.
Go to school, work X amount of years before she get married.
And
she needs that.
Wait,
for what?
Because let's be honest.
I'm asking.
We're not building up. Us as men.
I'm asking you.
We're not living up.
Why would she need that?
Hey guys. I want to thank y'all for coming on.
No, we don't
round
thank
table.
Whoa.
I want to thank y'all for coming on.
I'd like to apologize for the fuckery of my friend.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of Captain Manyang over here.
I ain't came for nothing.
I would like to thank y'all for coming on the round table. Give everybody your socials so they know where to follow you and keep in touch with y'all.
All right. Garang Majuk. So Garang, GARANG.MAJLK. On Instagram, TikTok. Check out my book, Get Into the Game.
Yes, tap into his
Where's your book at?
Tap in.
Where can we find it?
It's on Gumroad. I'm going to put it on Amazon, so it's going to be like a Kindle. But this is my first book, so.
Yes, he's a new author.
Thank y'all.
That's real, man.
My name is Emmanuel, Amanual. You can find me that on most social media except for Instagram. It's going to be Emmanuel Comedy, Emmanuel_comedy. I just got a whole bunch of shows. Creative directing for my sister, so I'm writing her music, doing all this stuff. So check out Blue Now. She's on all platforms.
Yeah, she's a great singer. Check her out.
Everything. We also have a song that we're dealing with about colorism that he will be specifically in the music video for. So your boy, Big Garang,
y'all know,
Big G gonna be doing this thing.
It's gonna be live.
Y'all can find me on the IG at The Real Koyum. So The Real, then KOYOM. Find me on TikTok at Koyum. And outside of that, you can find me on Google. Google me.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Talk about Koyum, the logistical linguist right here, nigga. You talk that talk.
I don't have no books. I ain't got no music to put out there. But if you are,
we can talk.
Looking to do anything business-wise, let me know. I am a business guy.
And
follow the Ladies of Sosa at the same time on all platforms.
Follow us. We have a lot more coming out.
MySpace, High Five.
Everything. We're going to be on everything.
AOL
TikTok,
Messenger.
All that. Thank y'all so much for staying tuned for this episode. Y'all follow us on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok. We're going to be posting a lot more content. We have a lot coming up, so stay tuned.
Emmanuel, why she sound like Busta Rhymes?
Busta? Stop.
Put it on the plea because I know what I'm about.